What a scene. A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Spartans will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Texas offense will go on the attack first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Longhorns perfectly happy to let him do it himself. Horns fans have seen this before. Vince Young with over 1,000 yards rushing in 2 of his 3 seasons.
I mean, he was unbelievable. Just an unbelievable physical specimen. And I think Texas fans are always looking for that next guy. Who can be the guy that can replace the Vince Young? Give me some memories like Vince Young. It's been a desert at quarterback for them for a long time. Can this be the guy with the wheels to bring Texas back?
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Off play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. A promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. So San Jose State's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Matthews. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. He's in open space downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, low in the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Heaves it on the run. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops up. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Matthews. He's got it. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. And the Spartans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 2nd and goal for the offense. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Defense in press coverage. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. Don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just... My bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Manning. Gets it to him on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Baxter. At the 45 on his way. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming at.
It's a running room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this...
Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Keeps it on the draw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take it.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Can't get him to the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Let's go. He'll try the right side. Got a little space. Oh, a lot of space. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Longhorns' first season in the SEC was a rousing success and so close to even more with a late loss to Ohio State. Steve Sarkisian and the Horns have the expectations right where they want them.
You said expectations. Has there ever been more hype around a quarterback in Arch Manning since, I don't know, Tim Tebow? People are expecting so much out of this young quarterback. If he hits the ceiling, David, this is going to be a really tough team to beat.
And he showed you flashes a year ago when he filled in for Quinn Ewers, and I think those flashes were so great. And then Texas, man, this is a program that's on the rise. The last couple years, making it to the Final Four in the sport, they're ready to take that next step.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And This offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Throws to the wideout. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Now, for starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Matthews. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Find his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Now adjusting. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He throws one to the left. He's got it inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch it, big fella.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Matthews. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got a chance. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Now on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Now the pitch. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Manning. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's the problem when you're living in 2nd and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Matthews. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Spartans will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. The screen, he can go. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Longhorns are flying down the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now on the option. The pitch. Wide open spaces. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
He breaks a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think on that third and long, man, they said, forget the pass. Like, we're just going to run the option, and the quarterback makes the right read. He keeps it. And I think they were trying to cut down this fourth down and make it more manageable. So mission accomplished by this offense.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And as we start in the fourth quarter, they'll try to knock three through the uprights. They'll immediately call timeout. Able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And apparently oblivious to the concept of the play clock, it's another delay of game penalty. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the option. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
It's a turnover on downs.
Back to pass, it's Matthews. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Flying down the left side. He's loose. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Spartan.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Look out, he's got room. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. Let's go! They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. It's a seam wide open. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. Excellent. By the back on the option.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
Pushes toward the goal line. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They have the lead in a two-possession game, and oddly lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air, it's Matthews. Finds the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. DB's right up on the receivers. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Lost to fire on second down. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Motion from the wide receiver.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Manning. They go to the wide receiver screen. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard. And a solid play there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down coming up.
29 Philly.
He'll ride his man on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up fourth down.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Now the play fake. Steps away. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Scanning the field, it's Matthews. Scrambling away. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting it done.
Fakes to grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. He's looking to throw on third and short. Takes a hit as he fires. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Rushes on him. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, playing with 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do...
A lot of room to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback gets enough. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throwing on the run. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Spartans will hustle to the line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Matthews. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Here comes the Texas offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's a bad fumble. I mean, you're going to give the ball to your playmaker. You understand the situation. All I'm trying to do is run clock, hold on to that thing, to fumble in that situation, and just breathe hope. You gave him life, and that's what you don't want to do. You just want to run that clock.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw. It's Matthews. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Fires to the wide out. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats, using his legs to buy some time. He's got some